Good morning, children. Open your all-in-one book, children. So in previous class we have completed Unit 1, kinds of sentences. There are 4 kinds of sentences: declarative or assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, next imperative sentence, and exclamatory sentence. All these things I have explained, and you have completed the homework in the textbook itself. This one and this one, learn to communicate, and you wrote this answers also here. No. So now today's class is second unit, Unit 2, Gulliver's Travels. Unit 2, Gulliver's Travels. After finishing of this lesson, there are some grammar points, children. That is called learn grammar, page number 22 and 23. Our all-in-one book, page number 22 and 23. What's the matter in page number 22 and 23? What is in grammar in today's class? A sentence can be divided into 2 parts. A sentence can be divided into 2 parts. What are the 2 parts, children? Already you got this one in your classes. Teacher explained you. Once again we have to revise. See, a sentence can divide into 2 parts, or a sentence has 2 parts. One is called subject, children, and one is called predicate. One is called subject and one is called predicate. See, a sentence can be divided into 2 parts, the subject and the predicate. And what is called subject in a sentence and what is called predicate? How can we recognize which is subject and which is predicate? See, the subject of the sentence is that which means what? The name of a person or a place or an animal or a thing is called subject, children. Name of a person, place or an animal or a thing is called subject. Then what is called predicate? Telling more about the subject is called predicate, children. Description, telling more about subject. Suppose Ramu is there. Ramu is reading a book, children. See here? Ramu is reading a book. This is declarative sentence or assertive sentence. Okay. What is subject in this? Ramu, because name of a boy. Name of a person I told Ramu. And what is predicate in this in this sentence? He is reading a book. How he is reading a book? Telling more about subject is called predicate, children. What Ramu is doing? What is Ramu's work in this sentence is called predicate, children. Name of a person or a boy or a girl or a place or an animal thing is called subject. What that subject is doing, telling more details about the subject is called predicate. Ramu is reading a book. Okay, what is subject? Ramu. What Ramu is doing? What is Ramu's work in this sentence? He is reading a book. Isn't it? And what is work in this sentence? Reading. Generally, see, remember one point. Work always in the predicate only. Work always in the predicate only. See, coming to this see, the subject of a sentence is that which names of a person, place, animal or thing. The predicate tells us what the subject is doing. Just now I told you what is Ramu's work. What is Ramu's work? What Ramu is doing. Not only Ramu, it is called subject. What subject is doing? No. That telling is that is called predicate, children. Okay. What is the subject is doing or describe something more about subject. Just now I told you, telling more about subject is called predicate, children. Got my point? See, coming to exercise B. See this picture? Read the following sentences carefully and separate the subject and the predicate. Here they have given 1 to 8 sentences. Of page number 22 and 23, this sentence we have to separate which is subject and which is predicate, children. See an example. Seema dived into the pool. Dived means what? See this picture. Now what is subject in this? Whatever. Seema dived into the pool. What is pool? Swimming pool. See, what is subject? Seema, name of a girl. Isn't it? So what Seema is doing? What is Seema's work? Telling more about the subject is predicate. What is verb in this? Dive. Doing the action, no? Action word is called verb. Dive into the pool, children. See this picture? Predicate. See, subject Seema, predicate dive into the pool. Dive into the pool. Now here, how many examples are given? 1, 2, 8 are there. Page number 22 and 23. You do this exercise in the textbook itself. Okay, how will you do? See, number 1, Rohit has a good memory. Rohit, just write on the blackboard. Understood now? Seema dived into the pool. Seema is the subject, name of a girl. Dive into the pool is a predicate. Telling more what? Telling Seema's work comes under predicate, children. See number 1. Rohit has a good memory. Okay? So what is happening? See, Rohit. You underline Rohit means subject and write here yes. S for what? Subject. P for predicate. Now you encircle this predicate, children. Has a good memory, write P. Do it in the textbook only. Underline the subject, circle the predicate, children. Coming to second sentence. The old man was walking with a stick. So what is subject? The old man. Underline and write the above the old man, the word old man, write yes, children. Was walking with a stick. And circle it and write predicate. Do it in the textbook itself. Okay? Next one. In a sentence, the subject usually comes at the beginning, but in sometimes so it is put after the predicate. Okay, all this 1 to 8 sentences, no. Subject is what put in the first only. First word is called subject in these 1 to 8 sentences. But always we don't get subject like this. Sometimes no, subject no, it is put after the predicate, children. You see the examples? Now all the sentences subject is not first part of the subject, second part of the predicate. Okay, the common we can say like that, but always subject is not put like that. Sometimes subject put after the predicate also. See what type of examples here. Here lies the book. See the example. Here lies the book. Teacher said here is subject and lies the book is predicate. Wrong. Got my point? 1 minute. See, teacher said no, here is subject and lies the book. That is wrong, children. But only first 1 to 8 sentences. In these sentences, subject is first word is only subject, but not like that. See what they have given. But in sometimes it is put after the predicate. Here lies the book. How majestic is the whale? See here. How majestic is the whale? Exclamator. Okay, but how is subject in this sentence? No, that is wrong, children. See, there are a few sentences. See, here what is subject you tell me? Not here and not how, children. No, not like from according to 1 to 8 sentences. You read the sentence very carefully and see that. You see explanation here. But in sometimes it is put after the predicate. See, book. The book is subject, children. The whale is subject here. Here lies is predicate and how majestic is predicate, children. You observe very carefully. Why? Because what did I say? What is the subject? Name of a person, place, animal, insect, bird, things. What is it? Thing, book, whale, animal, water animal. It is the biggest water animal, isn't it? You think very carefully. First only I explained you. Subject, no. Telling about what, no? name of a person, place, thing or animal. That you remember carefully. You remember? Then you have to find out which is subject and which is predicate in the sentence. Okay? Next, one more thing. See, there are a few sentences where the subject is left out. In some sentences, no, there is no subject. There is no subject at all. See example, please do the, this is, one more, this is the second one. See what is example? There are a few sentences where the subject is left out. Example, please do the needful. See, please do the needful. Do it carefully. Is there any subject? Subject is not there. Do it carefully. Please do the needful. Stand up. Go out. To whom we are telling, is there any subject? Please do the needful and stand up. See the points, children. Remember very carefully. So all the sentence subject is subject. See, we cannot say that first word is on the subject in all the sentences. No, only few sentences. And some sentences there is what? Subject will be left what? Subject will be left out. Subject will not be there in the some sentences. See, please do the needful. Which is subject here? So these type of sentences are called what type of sentences? Tell me. What type of sentences, sir? These sentences are called imperative sentences. What sentences? Imperative sentences. Imperative sentences, children. Imperative sentence. See? What will be there in the imperative sentence, children? What will be there? Commands here. Command or order or request. So please do the needful. So request means what will be there? Please. So imperative sentence. Stand up. When you are making noise in the class, when teacher is explaining the lesson, teacher gets so angry. What she said? Stand up. So that also comes under imperative sentence. So got it now? What the sentence has two parts. One is subject and one is predicate. Okay. So what subject? How can we recognize which is called subject? Name of a person, place, animal, things. All these come under noun and subject. Be careful. So always subject is not only first in all the sentences, children. Remember carefully. And sometimes subject will be left out in the sentences. These sentences are called imperative sentences. Okay.